Good morning, Gators. I'm coming to you almost live for my very first YouTube video. Ooh, how about that? So what I do are breakfast reviews. I go to restaurants, order a few things, and I eat, do some note-taking, and take some pictures. So what you're going to see is a video version of that. And I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. Well, we're off to WHISK Chicago today. For those of you that read my blog, www.breakfastgator.com. Well, I got there early and discovered that the street is all torn up, so I couldn't park in front of the place, which is what I'm used to doing. So I had to park around the corner. It's pay parking there, so be prepared if you're not. I use that parking app, whatever the name of it is. Works great. So I parked, picked up my junk, went out front, took some pictures, and went inside. So when I got inside, Sonia was there. Sonia is David's wife. David's the owner. She greeted me warmly and sat me in a great big booth, which was big enough for probably 8 people. But anyway, so we sat down. Diane, my girlfriend, was there with me, and we looked at the updated menu. The interior is pretty dimly lit, so it's not great for picture taking, but I did what I could do. It's all Ron Swanson themed. Ron's from Parks and Recreation. For those of you that are fans, you'll really enjoy the motif. It's pretty cool in there. If you're not a fan, well, food's good, so go for the food anyway. The music, classic rock, of course, perfect for me. Love it. It's BYOB. So if you want to, if you're a hipster and you want to bring a Pabst Blue Ribbon with you, great. If you bring a bottle of bubbly and have some mimosas, that's good too. So if you go to my blog page, you'll be able to see all my rants and complaints about what restaurants do that drive me crazy. Eventually I'll have them all posted here, so they'll all be in one place. The breakfast menu is moderately sized, which is fine. I really don't like great big menus, and I really don't like a bunch of do-it-yourself skillets, and still a lot of my favorites on the menu, which makes it really hard to pick because, I just have a tendency, I want to order the same thing. But I tried to order some stuff that I haven't had before and some of the new things. So that's what I did. So the first thing I ordered was the shrimp and chorizo hash. So it looked great on the menu, and I was looking forward to it. I ordered the eggs sunny side up on this dish. I'm not that I really like sunny side up eggs, because I'm really not a giant fan of them, but I like to order them that way because they look good in pictures. And the other, and the other thing is, it's a real test of a chef. Sunny side up eggs are really hard to do. They either way overcook them or they way undercook them, and they're all snotty and ooky. Blech. All right, so Sonia brings the dish by. Well, David did a fantastic job on the eggs. They were cooked perfectly, and I was very happy with the end result. The shrimp in the dish were seasoned beautifully. They weren't overcooked. Overcooked shrimp are like pencil erasers. The The potatoes tasted really fresh. A lot of times potatoes in restaurants, I feel like they've been sitting around too long. They always taste old to me. These did not. The chorizo, chorizo is chorizo, you know. It's pretty much the same everywhere. I don't know, maybe there's really fantastic chorizo out there and I just haven't had it, so I haven't really have anything to compare it to. The crowning achievement of this dish was the chipotle mayo that was on the top. It was really, really good. It was a little spicy, a little sweet, and it was a real compliment to this dish. I really liked it. Overall, I give this dish a 9. It was really a great combination of flavors, textures, salty, sweet. It was excellent. Give it a shot. So next up is a St. Louis Benny. It was a corn cake with barbecued brisket on top of it and coleslaw on top of that, and it was topped off with a couple of poached eggs. Just so you know, they don't serve Benedicts during the week. He made it for me because I asked him for it, and the reason they don't make them during the week is they don't want to have the hollandaise sauce around. So, which is good. That's good for everybody. It's a great plan. So I got it without the hollandaise sauce. So the corn cakes were excellent. They were good and corny. They were soft. They were a little crispy around the edges, and it was a really good compliment to this dish. One of the things I complain about Benedict's is they all pretty much want to use a store-bought English muffin, and then on top of that they don't toast it enough, so it's like flabby. So you get a flabby store-bought English muffin. Delicious. So on top of the corn cake was this really delicious barbecue brisket. Very tender, delicious, sweet, smoky. Excellent. Well, on top of the brisket, there was some really nice homemade crunchy coleslaw. I really liked that. It was really adds a good textural element to the dish. The eggs were nearly perfect. A nod to David, his egg cooking skills. These were very good. This was a really good dish. Another 9. I would definitely do a reorder on this for sure. So you can add another dish to your list of things that you have to try there. Well, the final dish, and I'm probably going to screw the name of this up. It was Dulce de Leche Churro French Toast. That wasn't so bad. I never used to order sweet stuff when I went to restaurants, but I know that a lot of people really like it. Over the last couple of years, I've added that sweet element into the mix, and I have to tell you that I've learned to enjoy and appreciate the artistry that I've seen in some of these dishes that I've had. This was no exception. Another great dish. The French toast was done right. For those of you who read my blog, you know that French toast and I have a history, and we don't get along very well. This French toast was done properly. It was crispy on the outside. It was soft. It was moist on the inside. Yes, I use the word moist for those of you that hate that word. And it was had a little bit of chocolate drizzle on it. It had some churro chunks on top, and overall, another just really, really good dish. It was sweet, but it wasn't too sweet. It didn't really need any any toppings of any sort other than what came on there. And I was pretty happy with it. This was another 9 dish. I know that's 3 dishes, all 9s, and which is really unusual for me. I'm a pretty tough critic, and you didn't hear any 10s because generally speaking, I really never give out 10s. This was probably one of the best French toasts I've ever had, period. It was freaking-tastic. It was definitely something I would order again. Well, Gators, that's it. That wraps it up. I ordered 3 things, which is pretty typical, and enjoyed all of them on this trip. If you press the subscribe button, you'll get informed when the new videos come out. I would love it. Love for you to come back. Don't forget, I do this live on Instagram, Breakfast Gator. I have a Facebook page, Breakfast Gator. So if you would follow me on those, that would be fantastic. And as Ron Swanson would say, sting like a bee. Don't float like a butterfly, because that's ridiculous. And as for me, I'm off to my next adventure. Thanks for watching.